If you're tired of the same old earthbound destinations and fancy something that'll actually impress your mates down the pub, I've got some proper cosmic recommendations for you. We're talking about the ultimate off-world adventures that'll make your Instagram followers weep with envy. Assuming you can get Wi-Fi up there, which is doubtful, but that's half the charm, isn't it? Here are the solar system's most spectacular destinations, ranked by someone who's never left Earth's atmosphere, but has watched enough sci-fi to sound authoritative. 1. Sail along Saturn's rings, the ultimate cosmic cruise. If you're going to splash out on interplanetary travel, why not go for the most Instagram-worthy destination in the solar system? Saturn's rings extend from 6,630 to 120,700 kilometers outward from the planet, but they're only about 20 meters thick on average. Think of them as the universe's most spectacular pancake. These aren't solid structures, mind you, but billions of chunks of water ice ranging from sand grains to house-sized boulders. The brilliant thing about ring sailing is the versatility. Fancy a gentle cruise? Stick to the outer bits where the ice chunks are more spread out. Feeling adventurous? Navigate through the Cassini division, that 3,000-mile gap between rings A and B. It's like the motorway of Saturn's rings, but with considerably less traffic and no speed cameras. Unlike Jupiter's Great Red Spot, which is essentially a centuries-old hurricane, Saturn's rings offer a peaceful experience. Plus, the view of Saturn's hexagonal North Pole, a storm pattern where each side is 13,800 kilometers long, makes for the sort of backdrop that'll have your travel photos looking properly otherworldly. 2. Dive below Europa's ice to hidden oceans. Jupiter's moon Europa is where the smart money goes for space tourism with substance. Beneath its 15 to 25 kilometer ice shell lies an ocean that may contain twice as much water as all of Earth's oceans combined. Scientists reckon the pressure at Europa's sea floor would be 130 to 260 megapascals, equivalent to diving 13 to 26 kilometers deep in Earth's oceans. Challenging, yes, but not beyond current deep-sea technology. The best part? Europa's ocean might harbor life. Imagine being the first tourist to spot an alien fish. You'd never have to buy another round at the pub. That story would keep you in free drinks for life. The dive experience? Awesome, to say the least. Europa's ice surface shows long cracks that match up like jigsaw pieces, suggesting the surface has been active. Think of drilling through the ice as the ultimate extreme sport. Ice climbing, but in reverse and with higher stakes. The underwater exploration would involve navigating in complete darkness. Bring a torch. But the potential for discovering extraterrestrial microbes makes it worth the effort. 3. Storm watching from Jupiter's Great Red Spot. For the meteorologically minded traveller, nothing beats parking yourself above Jupiter's Great Red Spot, a storm that's been raging for at least 300 years. This anticyclonic tempest is 24,000 to 40,000 kilometers wide, meaning you could fit 2 Earths inside it comfortably. Recent observations show temperatures above the storm reach 2,420 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than molten lava, and the hottest spot in Jupiter's upper atmosphere. The storm generates its own weather system, with acoustic waves and gravity waves heating the atmosphere above it. It's like having front row seats to the universe's most persistent hurricane, complete with thunder that could shatter planets. Unlike Neptune's 2,100 km/h winds, which would turn you into cosmic debris, or Venus's suffocating 467 degrees Celsius surface temperatures, Jupiter's Great Red Spot offers manageable viewing conditions from a safe distance. Plus, it's been consistently active. No worrying about arriving during a quiet period. 4. Mars Olympus Mons Summit Experience. Mars offers the solar system's best hiking, hands down. Olympus Mons stands 21.9 kilometers high, nearly 3 times taller than Mount Everest, and covers an area roughly the size of Italy. The Martian volcano is a shield volcano, meaning its slopes are gentle, average 5% grade, making it actually climbable rather than a sheer cliff face. Here's the brilliant bit. Mars's gravity is only 38% of Earth's, so carrying your gear up a 22-kilometer mountain becomes significantly more manageable. You'd weigh roughly a third of your Earth weight, making even the most challenging climbs feel like a casual stroll. Okay, so how's the hiking experience going to be like? Well, the journey would take you through diverse terrain, from the base plains to the summit calderas, collapsed craters, that are 60 times 80 kilometers across. The view from the top encompasses the entire Martian horizon, though ironically, due to the planet's curvature and the mountain's massive size, you couldn't see the whole volcano even from its peak. Bonus destination. While on Mars, pop over to Vallis Marineris. At 4,000 kilometers long and 7 kilometers deep, it makes the Grand Canyon look like a modest ditch. Perfect for those who find Earth's canyons insufficiently dramatic. 5. Uranus, the ultimate day-night experience. For travelers seeking truly unique experiences, Uranus offers something no other planet can match: 42-year days and nights. The planet's 97.7-degree axial tilt means it essentially rolls around the sun sideways, creating the most extreme seasonal variations in the solar system. Picture this: you arrive during northern summer and experience constant daylight for 42 straight Earth years. That's longer than most people's careers. Alternatively, arrive during winter and enjoy 42 years of continuous night. Perfect for stargazing, assuming you can handle the solitude and the minus 224 degrees Celsius temperatures. The experience? During equinoxes, Uranus experiences more conventional 17-hour day-night cycles, making it suitable for tourists who prefer their diurnal rhythms less apocalyptic. The planet offers spectacular viewing of its ring system. Yes, Uranus has rings too, though they're much fainter than Saturn's, and its collection of 27 known moons. No other destination in the solar system offers such temporal extremes. It's like having the ultimate off-grid experience. No worrying about day-night schedules when there's only one per human lifetime. Plus, the weak gravity and thick atmosphere might eventually allow for powered flight with simple wingsuits once the technology catches up. Swimming in Titan's methane lakes. Saturn's largest moon, Titan, offers the solar system's second most interesting swimming experience, after Europa, obviously. Titan hosts lakes and seas of liquid methane and ethane, with some bodies as large as Earth's Great Lakes. The largest, Kraken Mare, covers 400,000 square kilometers, larger than the Caspian Sea. Here's the catch: you'd sink like a stone. Liquid methane has much lower density than water, so human bodies are significantly less buoyant. Swimming would be more like underwater flying, assuming you could survive the minus 178-degree temperatures and brought appropriate life support gear. Titan's thick atmosphere and low gravity, 1/7 of Earth's, create unique conditions. The lakes are extraordinarily smooth. Initial Cassini observations detected no waves at all, though later analysis suggested tiny ripples of about 1 centimeter height. It's like swimming in the universe's calmest sea, albeit one that would kill you instantly without proper protection. The best part? Titan's atmosphere is thick enough and gravity weak enough that you could potentially fly using wingsuits, making it the only place in the solar system where human-powered flight might be possible. The atmosphere is primarily nitrogen with methane clouds, creating a hazy, orange-tinted environment that's both alien and strangely Earth-like. Pluto might have lost its planetary status, but it's gained something better: the solar system's most unique skiing conditions. The Norgay Montes mountain range features slopes covered in nitrogen ice, and Pluto's gravity is about 1/12 of Earth's, meaning even modest jumps could send you flying for considerable distances. Jumps that would last seconds on Earth could extend for minutes on Pluto. However, the surface temperature of -225 degrees makes this strictly a theoretical exercise until someone invents heating technology that works in cosmic winter conditions. Just bear in mind that Pluto's atmosphere actually fluctuates based on its distance from the Sun. When closer to the Sun, surface ices sublimate to create a thin atmosphere. When farther away, the atmosphere can literally freeze and fall as snow. You could potentially time your visit to experience different atmospheric conditions, though given Pluto's 248-year orbit, scheduling might be challenging. 8. Cloud City of Venus, living at 50 kilometers altitude. While Venus's surface is a 467-degree hellscape with atmospheric pressure 93 times greater than Earth's, there's a sweet spot about 50 to 60 kilometers up where conditions become surprisingly Earth-like. Temperatures range from 30 to 80 degrees. Pressure is similar to Earth's surface, and you could theoretically build floating habitats. Earth-breathable air would naturally float in Venus's dense CO2 atmosphere, making habitable balloons feasible. You'd live in luxury, floating above the most hostile planet in the solar system, with spectacular views of Venus's swirling cloud patterns and occasional glimpses of the surface through gaps in the cloud cover. Venus rotates backwards compared to other planets, so you'd experience sunrises in the west and sunsets in the east. The planet's day lasts 243 Earth days, while its year is only 225 Earth days, creating the unusual situation where a Venusian day is longer than its year. Unlike Jupiter or Saturn's crushing depths and frigid temperatures, Venus offers a potentially habitable atmospheric zone. The cloud cities would provide luxury accommodation with the ultimate conversation starter. I live on the planet that would melt lead. For the ultimate temperature experience, Mercury's Caloris Basin offers the solar system's most extreme thermal variations. Surface temperatures swing from 430 degrees Celsius during the day to -170 degrees at night, a 600-degree range. That's the largest of any planet in the solar system. Caloris Basin is 1,550 kilometers across, making it one of the largest impact features in the solar system. The basin was created by an asteroid impact about 4 billion years ago, leaving a multi-ringed structure surrounded by mountains 2 kilometers high. Every second time Mercury passes perihelion, the Sun appears directly overhead the basin, creating some of the hottest conditions in the solar system. Is there extreme tourism potential? You bet. The thermal extremes create unique opportunities for temperature-based recreation. You could experience conditions hotter than most industrial furnaces, then just hours later, since Mercury's day lasts 88 Earth days. Experience temperatures colder than Antarctic winter. It's honestly like having the universe's most extreme sauna and freezer combination. Why it's unique? No other single location in the solar system offers such extreme temperature variations. The lack of atmosphere means no weather to complicate your plans, just pure, unfiltered solar radiation and cosmic cold. Cruise around the solar system on Halley's Comet. For the ultimate long-haul experience, nothing beats catching a ride on Halley's Comet. Visible from Earth only every 75 to 76 years. This spectacular wanderer travels from between Mercury and Venus's orbits all the way out to beyond Neptune's orbit, covering roughly 7.6 billion miles per journey. During its 1986 approach, Halley's Comet clocked speeds of 70.56 kilometers per second. That's 122,000 miles per hour at perihelion. The comet's nucleus is surprisingly large, about 15 kilometers long, with a surface area similar to the Hawaiian island of Lanai. However, don't expect pristine white ice. The surface is blacker than coal, reflecting only 3% of sunlight, making it one of the least reflective objects in the solar system. This is a unique tourism opportunity because it's the only destination that offers a comprehensive solar system tour. You'll witness the comet losing 1 to 3 meters of material with each orbit, essentially watching cosmic erosion in action. Plus, the changing conditions as you travel from inner to outer solar system provide the ultimate variety pack of space experiences. Watch Saturn's hexagonal cloud pattern at the North Pole. Saturn's North Pole features the solar system's most geometrically perfect weather phenomenon, a hexagonal storm pattern where each side measures 13,800 kilometers, longer than Earth's diameter. The hexagon is about 29,000 kilometers wide and 300 kilometers high, essentially a jet stream of atmospheric gases moving at 320 kilometers per hour. Okay, but how's the viewing experience? This isn't just a surface feature. Recent observations show the hexagon extends hundreds of kilometers up into Saturn's stratosphere, creating a towering structure that dwarfs any earthly weather system. Between 2012 and 2016, Cassini observed the hexagon changing color from blue to gold, likely due to seasonal atmospheric changes as Saturn's northern hemisphere approached summer. Despite decades of study, scientists still don't fully understand how this perfectly hexagonal pattern maintains its shape. Computer simulations suggest it results from small wind perturbations, but the regularity and persistence remain baffling. You'd be witnessing one of the solar system's greatest unsolved mysteries firsthand. Why it's special from a tourism perspective? Well, this is geometric perfection on a planetary scale. No other known weather system in the solar system maintains such regular geometry. The hexagon rotates with the same period as Saturn's radio emissions, 10 hours 39 minutes 24 seconds, suggesting it's linked to the planet's deep interior processes. See globe-spanning volcanic activity on Io. Jupiter's moon. Io offers the solar system's most dramatic volcanic tourism, with 150 active volcanoes directly observed and potentially up to 400 total. This is volcanism on an utterly different scale from Earth. Lava fountains extending for miles, lava lakes that could swallow small countries, and eruptions that dwarf anything our planet has produced. The volcanic experience. Io experiences constant tidal heating from Jupiter's immense gravitational pull and competing forces from other moons, creating friction that powers volcanic activity 100 times more intense than Earth's. The Pilán Patera eruption in 1997 was visible from Earth-based telescopes. Imagine witnessing such events up close. But hang on, there's something to keep in mind. This is easily the most spectacular yet dangerous destination on the list. The combination of massive volcanic activity and intense radiation from Jupiter makes Io the most dangerous moon to explore in the solar system, both for men and robots. You'd need serious radiation shielding and would want to maintain considerable distance from active eruptions. Witness lava flows from Mayotte Mons on Venus. Venus offers the ultimate high-temperature volcanic experience at Mayotte Mons, the planet's highest volcano and second highest mountain range. The lava flows from this volcano extend for hundreds of kilometers, creating some of the most extensive volcanic features in the solar system. But how's the volcanic experience, you ask? Venus's surface temperature of 467 degrees and atmospheric pressure 93 times greater than Earth's creates conditions where lead would melt and water would instantly vaporize. The thick CO2 atmosphere creates a runaway greenhouse effect, making surface conditions more hostile than any other planet in the solar system. Are there any viewing challenges? Well, yeah. The dense cloud cover means surface visibility is essentially zero from above. However, the volcanic activity on Venus is so extensive that entire regions show evidence of global resurfacing events. Radar mapping reveals volcanic features on a scale that dwarfs Earth's volcanic systems. Why it's unique? This is volcanism under the most extreme planetary conditions. The high pressure and temperature create lava flow behaviors impossible on Earth, potentially producing rock formations and geological features that exist nowhere else in the solar system. 14. Chill out in Hermite crater on the Moon. Our own Moon offers the solar system's ultimate cold weather destination. Hermite crater, located near the North Pole, holds the record for the coldest temperature ever measured in the solar system, -249 degrees. This beats even Pluto's surface temperature, making it colder than most of outer space. Get ready for the extreme cold experience. The crater experiences permanent shadow, meaning no sunlight ever reaches certain areas of the floor. This creates a natural cryogenic environment where temperatures remain stable at cosmic record lows. The extreme cold is due to the crater's location and topography. It's essentially a naturally occurring deep freeze. These permanently shadowed regions may contain water ice deposits that have remained frozen for millions or billions of years. You'd be visiting potential time capsules from the early solar system, preserved in conditions colder than interstellar space. Unlike distant destinations, the Moon is only 3 days away with current technology. Hermite crater offers the most extreme conditions accessible within reasonable travel time. Plus, lunar gravity makes moving around easier despite the extreme cold. 15. Watch western sunrises from Venus. Venus offers the solar system's most backwards experience, literally. Unlike every other planet, Venus rotates backwards, meaning the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. A Venusian day lasts 243 Earth days, while its year is only 225 Earth days, a day longer than a year. The backwards rotation combined with thick atmosphere creates unique lighting conditions and superb atmospheric viewing. While you can't survive on Venus's surface, cloud cities at 50 to 60 kilometers altitude offer potentially habitable conditions with spectacular views. 16. Watch liquid eruptions from Triton's cryovolcanoes. Neptune's moon. Triton offers cryovolcanoes that erupt nitrogen, water and ammonia instead of molten rock. Triton's surface is 55% frozen nitrogen with temperatures around -235 degrees, making it one of the coldest places in the solar system. Voyager 2 observed active nitrogen geysers powered by a greenhouse effect where sunlight heats subsurface nitrogen until it erupts explosively. This is volcanism redefined. Instead of molten rock, you witness eruptions of materials that are gases on Earth but behave like lava at Triton's extreme temperatures. Neptune offers the solar system's most extreme atmospheric experience with wind speeds reaching 2,100 km/h, 3 times faster than Jupiter's winds and 9 times faster than the strongest Earth winds. These are the fastest sustained winds of any planet in the solar system. You will truly love the wind experience. Neptune's winds are particularly mysterious because the planet receives only 1/1000th the sunlight that Earth does, yet generates these massive wind speeds. The planet actually emits 2.6 times more energy than it receives from the sun, suggesting internal heat sources power these incredible atmospheric phenomena. Another reason to book your space travel to Neptune is the atmospheric dynamics. The extreme winds drive powerful storms that come and go over periods of years. Unlike Jupiter's Great Red Spot, which has lasted centuries, Neptune's storm systems appear and disappear, with wind-driven storms often the size of Earth appearing and vanishing within a few years. Remember, these wind speeds would turn any spacecraft into debris within seconds. The viewing would need to be from extreme distance, but witnessing atmospheric dynamics this powerful would be spectacular. The winds create an atmosphere in constant violent motion. 18. Climb Rhea Silvia Peak on Vesta. Asteroid Vesta hosts the tallest mountain in the solar system from base to peak. Rhea Silvia's central peak rises 22 kilometers high, making it taller than Olympus Mons when measured from its base. This mountain sits in the center of a crater that's 505 kilometers across, covering 90% of Vesta's diameter. The climbing experience is truly outstanding here. Vesta's low gravity, about 2.5% of Earth's, means you could literally jump off the asteroid if you weren't careful. But it also makes climbing much easier. The Rhea Silvia impact crater created this mountain about 1 billion years ago, excavating about 1% of Vesta's total volume. You may also want to visit due to its geological significance. The impact that created Rhea Silvia likely produced the head meteorites found on Earth and created the Vesta family of asteroids. You'd be climbing a mountain created by one of the most significant impact events in the asteroid belt's history. What's more, this is technically the solar system's tallest mountain when measured properly from base to peak. The 200-kilometer wide base and 22-kilometer height create a mountain more impressive than Olympus Mons in terms of pure vertical relief. 19. Hike across Valhalla. Crater basin on Callisto, Jupiter's moon. Callisto offers the solar system's largest hiking experience at Valhalla Crater, a multi-ring impact structure measuring 3,800 kilometers in diameter, making it the largest impact feature in the solar system. The central bright region alone spans 360 kilometers. Valhalla's multiple ring structure creates diverse terrain for exploration, from the smooth central palimpsest to the ridge and trough zones extending thousands of kilometers. The impact that created Valhalla likely involved a projectile 60 to 70 kilometers across, creating geological features on a scale impossible on smaller bodies. You're also going to love its geological diversity. The crater system shows evidence of subsurface liquid water at the time of impact. The multiple rings and smooth central region suggest the impact occurred on a body with significant internal differentiation, possibly including a subsurface ocean. At 3,800 kilometers across, Valhalla is larger than the entire continental United States. You could spend months hiking across different regions of this single crater system, each offering unique geological features and impact-related formations. 20. Experience Neptune's atmospheric extremes. Neptune offers a comprehensive extreme weather experience beyond just the record-breaking winds. The planet's atmosphere creates conditions impossible anywhere else in the solar system, with temperatures of -218 degrees and atmospheric dynamics powered by mysterious internal heat sources. Neptune's atmosphere is 80% hydrogen, 19% helium, and 1% methane, creating a deep blue coloration. The methane absorbs red light, giving Neptune its distinctive blue appearance that's more vivid than Uranus, despite similar atmospheric composition. You will love to identify the mysterious energy source here. Neptune emits 2.6 times more energy than it receives from the Sun, but scientists don't fully understand the internal heat source. You'd be witnessing atmospheric phenomena powered by unknown planetary processes. Also, the dynamic weather systems make it a great tourist point. The planet's weather changes rapidly, with storm systems appearing and disappearing over periods of months or years. The combination of extreme winds, mysterious heat sources, and dynamic weather creates the most active atmosphere in the outer solar system. 21. International Space Station, the accessible gateway. For those wanting to ease into space tourism, the ISS remains the most accessible option, assuming you have £50 million lying about. The station orbits Earth every 93 minutes at 27,724 kilometers per hour, offering 16 sunrises and sunsets per day. The ISS provides the classic space experience, microgravity, Earth views, and the satisfaction of being one of only a few hundred people who've ever lived in space. The station's modular design creates a surprisingly spacious environment, and the continuous research activities mean you're participating in cutting-edge science. Why it's the perfect starter destination. Unlike more exotic locations requiring years of travel, the ISS is just a few hours from Earth. If something goes wrong, rescue is theoretically possible. Plus, the infrastructure already exists. No need to build new habitats on hostile worlds. Planning your cosmic getaway. Now, before you start packing your spacesuit, let's address the elephant in the rocket ship. Current space tourism is limited to brief suborbital hops or expensive ISS visits. Getting to these exotic destinations would require travel times measured in years, not hours. Mars takes 6 to 9 months with current technology, while reaching the outer planets requires years-long journeys. But that's half the adventure, isn't it? By the time we've sorted out the technology for casual interplanetary travel, these destinations will be waiting with the sort of experiences that make Earth-based tourism look positively mundane. Until then, we'll have to content ourselves with vicarious space travel through increasingly detailed robotic missions and the occasional billionaire's Instagram posts from low Earth orbit. Current space tourism costs range from £250,000 for suborbital flights to £50 million for ISS visits. Interplanetary travel would presumably cost significantly more, though increased competition and technological advances should eventually bring prices down to merely astronomical rather than completely impossible. Also, you must consider the health requirements as well. Space travel involves exposure to radiation, zero-gravity effects, and psychological challenges of long-duration isolation. Any serious space tourist would need extensive training and medical screening. On the bright side, the reduced gravity on most destinations would make physical activity easier, small compensation for the risk of cosmic radiation exposure. Finally, the timing of your travel is important. Unlike Earth-based travel, interplanetary tourism requires careful timing around orbital mechanics. Mars is only accessible every 26 months when Earth and Mars align properly, while outer planet missions require even more precise planning. You can't just decide to pop over to Jupiter for the weekend. The future of space tourism looks increasingly promising, with private companies developing reusable rockets, space habitats, and advanced propulsion systems. Within the next decade, we might see lunar tourism become reality, and within our lifetimes, Mars could become as accessible as Antarctica is today, expensive and challenging, but achievable for dedicated travelers. Until then, these destinations remain the ultimate aspirational travel goals. Places so exotic, challenging and spectacular that they make climbing Everest or crossing Antarctica look like neighborhood walks. They represent the final frontier of human exploration and the ultimate answer to the question, where should we go on holiday next? So start saving those pennies, keep an eye on space technology developments, and maybe brush up on your physics. The solar system's most spectacular destinations are waiting for us. We just need to figure out how to get there without dying in the process. Now that's what I call a proper adventure.